So it is finally time to open another Spooky Box Club. It has quite literally been over a month since I've sat down to film. School has been mental, if you cannot tell. I've literally come straight from my nativity at school, and I meant to film this yesterday, but it overran and stuff. Yada yada yada. I'm here now. I may look like a slightly demented reindeer, but Spooky Box Club. So the last couple of Spooky Box Clubs we've had have been so good. I have to say this one does feel very light indeed. So I don't know what's in here. Obviously I've had no spoilers, which is really good, especially since I did get this a couple of days ago, and I actually don't even know the theme. So let's open it up. I have noticed that Spooky Box Club have upped their email game, which I know is a slightly odd thing to say, but I've never before had like as many emails as I've had this last month or so, and they're just kind of updating you on what themes they're coming out with and things like that. So I guess that's good. Maybe they had a few like complaints because people were forgetting what the themes were, because if you're like me where you've had the subscription for like a really long time, it has been about 5 or 6 years, I literally just pay on the 13th and then I just receive boxes each month, and that's kind of the entirety of it. So I don't actually keep track of what's coming or when it's coming, it just appears. So, oh, cute. So this one is called Dark Dreams. I can honestly say I don't actually remember like a little picture on Instagram coming up for this one, but it seems really interesting. We have had a nightmare themed one before, so I wonder if it will be similar. I believe in the nightmare one that we had, we got like a pillowcase and a pin of a bed, and I think like a sleep mask. So it'll be interesting to see if they go round like down the same route again. But let's see. As I said, it feels very light, but it could be because it's full of really good light fabric things or something. Our last box is the box where we got all the like the carriers in it for traveling, and I can honestly say I have used the little kind of carrying boxy things loads. So they've been really useful, even though like I haven't been using them in like a suitcase to like segment off my clothes. They have been handy just for like general movage of things. So let's open it up. As always, it's going to be a blind unboxing, and let's have a feel. So straight up, there's no kind of like wormies or the like air packets on there, so I'm thinking there's nothing breakable in here, which is pretty good. I can't seem to feel the cheat sheet, so it's probably buried quite far down, but I can definitely feel that there's quite a few items in there, so I'm really pleased with that. So first up is, oh, okay, so it feels like it could be like a bag of sweets. I know that there's been like a bit of a flip-flop kind of situation between whether or not they're going to do like gourmet lollies. I personally prefer getting random sweets, and it feels like this could be a bag of sweets. Rainbow drops. Oh my goodness, I remember loving these when I was younger. I forgot that they even existed. So I've had my dinner, which means I can eat these. They're kind of like little circle bits of, they remind me of cereal. Sugar coated puffed maize and rice. So basically sugary Rice Krispies. Love those. I think people generally aren't the biggest fan of getting those sweets because they probably, like, on the face of things, are cheaper to buy those in bulk than like gourmet lollipops would be. But ultimately I kind of like having something different each month, whereas the lollies did kind of start to feel a little bit samey. Okay, so next up in here, oh, is the cheat sheet. The cheat sheet is blue and stripy, so we'll come back to that later. Oh, so next up, it feels like it may be tea. I know that lots of people do enjoy the teas, but I personally just never really use them. So yes, it is a black thing of tea, and it is Restful Rubios tea. And it's got a little moon and stars. Caffeine-free red bush tea. It has organic red bush tea in it and sugar sprinkles. So I'll probably give this to my mother since she usually has like decaffeinated coffee and stuff. So I'm sure that she'll find some use for this. Should we have a look what it looks like inside? So it's got like a little pull off thing on the top. They used to give their teas in little tins, which are really handy because you could keep the tins, but I guess this is a more cost-effective way. Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm so glad I opened that. So you've got the actual tea, and then there's loads of like little sugary bits and bobs in there. There's some moons and some stars, and it looks like some little white ghosts. Those are so cute, and as you can see, it's pretty packed with them. So I guess that just gives it a slightly more sugary taste. Okay, so next up is trying to grab something. Something that feels like plasticky. It feels like the bookmarks that we've been getting, like the kind of rubbery vinyl kind of bookmarks, but it feels like something that, you know, one of those things that hangs on a door. Oh my goodness, I love that. He is rubbery. He is so cool. I love him. Hands down, probably gonna be my favorite thing in this box because he is awesome, although, oh, he's quite hard to get out. So as you can see, it is like one of these rubbery, like vinyl-y things. It's one of those things where you can just like shove it up against a bit of glass and it will stay, but actually it's designed to go around your doorknob. I love this. This is so cute. As you can see, it's a little ghosty. He's hanging on. He's like, oh my goodness. It says, do not disturb me. I literally love this so much. I have loads of stuff on my doorknob, so I don't feel like it's going to be seen very well there. So I think I'm gonna have to hang him somewhere else. But he is so cool. Hopefully he'll be sturdy enough, because as you can see, like, he is like a bit bendy, but I guess that means like whatever way your doorknob hangs, if that makes sense, he'll hang forward. But he is so cool, and the black bits are raised, as you can see. So it is a super nice quality. I am so obsessed with him. He is so cute. Just look at his little face. Spooky Box Club, you have won my heart with this little guy. Next up in here is another thing wrapped in packets. I'm not sure why everything needs to be wrapped in a little plastic packet, but this one feels very soft and kind of silky feeling. Oh, okay, so it is a little eye mask. Now I have to say, I get so bored with these eye masks. I literally have them piled up over on my hook over by my mirror, because we get them all the time. And to be honest, I did moan last night. I moaned last night. No, I moaned last time because we just got a plain black eye thing. And I was like, they could have at least jazzed it up. And this time, they have made this cute little bat one. He is fully kind of stitched and embroidered. He is very silky. It's like a satin material and slightly squishy as well. He's got some padding. And then interestingly, he doesn't have one of the like stretch ones. He's got a string, like a ribbon, so that you can obviously put it on and then tie it up behind. Like so. I mean, he is pretty cool. You could probably use him for something else if you wanted to, because it is very versatile with the tying ribbon, although he is quite slidey. I do honestly feel like if I put this on to go to sleep, it would just slide off my eyes continuously. Cute little like 1920s bat hat. So cute. So I am really pleased with him. I'm not sure how much I particularly use him like as an eye mask, because like as I said, I definitely don't need an eye mask to sleep. And if I was using him as an eye mask, I don't know if he'd be a bit too slippery. I'm not sure. I'm not very well versed in eye masks, but I like the fact he's on a string, because you could literally use it for anything, and actually like this string is long enough to kind of go around me as almost like a belt if you wanted to. So definitely pleased with this little guy, and he's so cute. And I'm so glad that they found a way to make their eye masks a bit more spooky, well, a lot more spooky. Okay, next up is something, again, it feels like that vinyl material. Ghost Stories. Oh, what is this? Is this like a vinyl sticker or something? Oh, I reckon it is that same vinyl stuff where it is all like kind of shiny. I reckon this is meant to be another bookmark, because we've had one before which was like dripping blood, and then we've also had one which is a bat, and then we have also had one which is a ghost, and I've stuck all the other ones on my window back there, so I'll probably just stick this up there as well, because of the material you can just throw it at glass and it will stick. But it says ghost stories. I think that's really cute, and definitely these work really well in books because of the type of material. It is kind of like a non-slip, if that makes sense. So that is really cool, and definitely if I was someone who used bookmarks, this would be great, but ultimately I think I'll just be throwing this at my window. As for the quality of it though, it looks really good. It looks quite professional the way that it's done, and the same as the little ghost guy. I'm guessing they got made by the same place. The writing itself is raised, so on this one the white is raised and on this one the black is raised, but yeah, it seems to work really nicely, and they've got that very classic little spooky box skull, and we've actually had that skull on the same material but as a coaster. So far I'm liking this box. I definitely feel like these things do relate to sleep, I guess reading before bed. Next up, it feels like there are two items left, so this item and then something bigger. This is definitely the pin. It feels like a double backed pin, although the pin itself doesn't really feel that big. As for the shape of it, I'm gonna go with like a crescent moon kind of a deal. Oh no, I was wrong. It does have a crescent moon on it though. It says, oh god, I'm so bad at saying this, Carpinotum. I'm just gonna stop saying it and embarrassing myself. But here you go. It looks really cool. I love the black and silver, and as you can see it is double backed, although compared to some of the other pins that we've got, this definitely isn't like the biggest pin ever, but again, it's one of their collectible limited edition pins. It's got stars on it and a little moon, and I love this kind of pattern around there. So I'm just going to whip out my pin board. It seems like a really long time since I've actually put a pin on there. Okay, so as you can see, it's definitely filling up quite a lot. I have been putting my Pinscription pins on there. I am still getting my Pinscription every month. It's just finding the time and the effort and energy to film those is just something which I haven't got at the moment, but I have just been adding them on. So if you see any new pins on there, they're probably from my Pinscription. I've started another kind of black and grey area up the top, so I'm just going to take the backs off of this one and stick it up there with my other black and grey ones. It works quite nicely because it's with these other sort of writing based ones, but also the bed next to it that says no sleep is the one that we got in a previous, like in the previous Nightmare box. But as you can see, I've got another one there. They do have a few doubles on here. I genuinely find it crazy how quickly this board has filled up. I know it's been like a year or so since I made this board, but it is so heavy and it's feeling quite like lopsided at the moment, just where there's nothing down in that corner. But I think pretty soon this is going to be full up and I'm going to be able to start my second pin board, which is so exciting. It is time to see what the last item is. I'm kind of excited about this because it feels maybe like a fabric item, so I wonder if we're getting another like cushion cover or something. It's been a really long time since we... Oh, ghost on the escape. It's been a really long time since we have got a cushion cover, so I'll be really interested to see if it is that. Oh, okay, it feels quite big. Let me just check there's nothing else in this box. Definitely nothing else. It kind of unfolded as I took it out. From the feel of it, I can feel a zip, so I'm gonna go with some kind of a cushion cover. Ooh, okay, I can see a ghost. I think it may be a cushion cover, but if so, I feel like it's a bit of an odd shaped cushion cover, maybe a circle one. Oh, that feels nice. Okay. Oh, it's a heart. That is so nice. Okay, let me just take it all in. So it is a cushion cover. It has a zip down the side. I definitely feel like it's a bit odd because you're not going to be able to find a heart-shaped cushion very easily or fit it in this tiny little unless that comes, no, this tiny little zip area. So I think this is going to be one of those cushions that you just fill with like stuffing that you can get from like Hobbycraft or like The Works or something. But it is really cute. It's in the shape of a heart and it feels so soft. It is like kind of, it's almost like velvet, but it's like that synthetic velvet. I know velvet's kind of synthetic anyway, but that really like velour, that's what I'm thinking of. It's like a velour feeling. But it has a crazy ghost up the side, and then it says spirits at rest, which is so nice. I absolutely love this. I love the little stars. I like the fact that he kind of looks a little bit like a moon as well. But yeah, I haven't actually put all my cushions on my bed tonight because I was like, oh, I just need to sit down and film before it becomes midnight. But yeah, that is so nice. It's quite big, as you can see as well. So what I have to do is probably like de-fluff a cushion or just get some stuffing, some toy stuffing, and just fill this up. But that's going to be so cute. In fact, do I have any? I could use the stuffing out of this cushion. I have this really old cushion that's just falling apart. So let me just de-fluff it. Okay, so it's probably going to take a little while for it all to kind of fluff out, but here it is all squished up. It literally took the fluff out of the whole of that other cushion, which is fine because that other one was just like falling apart. But here is how it looks. It feels so soft, and now that it's got like squishy, fluffy innards to it, like it feels even better because it's kind of like plump and soft at the same time. It feels like a really lovely quality cushion, and I feel like it's like the perfect shape to like just sit and procrastinate, because it has like the perfect chin holder. But yeah, this is really nice. It's so soft and it definitely feels very like luxury. I feel like this is the kind of like cushion case that I would kind of expect if I was buying from Killstar or something, and their cushions are definitely relatively expensive, but I am so pleased with that, and definitely it's going to be a good addition to this mayhem behind me. Okay, so let me find the cheat sheet and check that we've got everything. So we had the cushion cover, we had the Do Not Disturb ghost hanger, the sleeping bat eye mask, we have the Ghost Stories bookmark, which I'm just going to be sticking in a window, we have the tea, we have the pin, and also the rainbow drops, which is really exciting. So yeah, I did really like that box. I feel like there was a good variety of things in there. Definitely a few things which I probably won't use as much, but that's kind of part and parcel of getting a surprise unboxing blind subscription box. But yeah, these things, like, I really like this idea, but it's just something I won't really utilize. But the other bits I all really like, and I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of. So I was really pleased with this box. I definitely feel like Spooky Box Club have like regained their status, worthfulness. They've ramped up their game a little bit in the last couple of months, and any doubts I had about staying subscribed to them have definitely dwindled, and I'm definitely really happy with the boxes I'm getting at the moment. Of course, I do have like a slight bit of bias to the fact that I have been getting these boxes for years, and I just absolutely love the surprise of getting them each month. But I can only kind of give you my honest opinion, and in my honest opinion, I feel like this was definitely worth it. And like especially items like this pillow, which would have been really expensive to buy from an alternative store. That is definitely like one of the reasons why I get Spooky Box Club, and also because like, oh, how cute is this ghost? But anyway, for anyone who has not seen or heard of Spooky Box Club before, I will leave all the information down below. It is around £25 a month, I believe. The payment comes out on the 13th of every month, and then the boxes get sent each month. There is a really weird period when you first start to subscribe where you kind of pay for a box which doesn't come out until like 4 months time. So it seems really weird because you kind of pay for the first few months and get nothing, but ultimately it does mean when you unsubscribe, or if you unsubscribe, you'll still get a few more boxes for like 4 months after you stop paying. So I kind of like that, but you know, it depends I always think that it's worth waiting for, but ultimately once you get the swing of it and you start getting your boxes each month, you do end up just paying each month and getting a box each month, and you don't really associate the payment with a box specifically. You just like associate it as, like, for me it's just kind of like paying to be part of a membership, and then a box comes each month. But I understand that not everyone enjoys waiting that long wait, so I just wanted to kind of be upfront and honest and say, you know, if you are subscribing now, it will be kind of into next year before you actually get your first box. The same with the fact that you can pre-order these boxes, but again, you can pre-order like a box which won't come until like February, March time, so you are kind of looking quite far into the future when it does come to like online ordering. That makes sense. But yeah, I will leave all the information down below. You can sometimes buy items separately off of their online store. They do just sell like one-off things, so if you just wanted this, for example, or you just wanted the cushion cover. The only thing with their online store is it is so expensive. It's cheaper just to buy the box, in my opinion. But you can find kind of ones that people don't want on like eBay and Depop, so I definitely check there first. So thank you very much for watching. If you do have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. If it's sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I will see you next time. Bye!